Good morning or good afternoon, you guys, and happy weekend. I hope that everybody had a good week and we survived once again. So let's give ourselves a pat in the back. And today we are pulling out the cards for the week of February 1st to February 7th. And today we are using the Hip Chick Tarot, which is actually a really cute deck. And it brings this ginormous book, and it's pretty awesome. And then we're also using our Animal Allies Oracle at the end of the reading to take a look at that main energy. So once again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna relax, we're gonna unclench that jaw, drink some water if you haven't, and let's go ahead and hang out. Let's take a look at the energy for next week. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna lay out our 5 cards. We got 2 stuck here. And we're just gonna take a look here right off the bat. So we start off the week with like this dreamy energy. We have the Child of Feel, so we may be daydreaming a lot, right? The Child of Feel kind of says you may kind of be missing the moment because you keep going back to nostalgic memories, which is perfectly fine. But what you want to avoid is missing being in the present moment because we're going back too much, and also not going back in your life. Comparing yourself how you used to be versus how you are now, right? So the Child of Feel is also bringing that childlike wonder into this coming week, allowing that curiosity to be our beacon and see where it takes us. Now we take a look at the next 2 cards and we see the Bound and we see the Reverse Tower. So we're finally coming out of some crazy energy, and this is actually really good when they are in reverse. Now the Tower card kind of says that you're still going through shifts and changes, so the last thing that we want to do with this card is to fight any changes, to try to hold on. Once again, I've done a lot of readings today, so my voice is like gone. Well, when we see this card, this is very elder energy in my roots, right? And the river medicine, we've seen that a lot this year. And the Tower in reverse kind of says if there's changes, and instead of us allowing ourselves to go down the flow, we're holding on to the old ways, then we're going to make it harder for ourselves. We're finally lifting up. You know, we may have felt like we were tied up or not really moving fast. So this kind of shows stepping out of that dark night of the soul energy, stepping out of the void, finally feeling like we can breathe a little better, like we feel like we're more centered. So this is actually a great card to have. Now, when we see the Teen of Think, this is going to be a time to really put your thoughts out there, and ideas that come, really put them out there, go with them. It's not about knowing, you know, what I'm going to do exactly and coming up with this great plan and this strategy. I can't say that word, but it's more about really trusting the process. Like, I know I'm into something, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to see where we're going with it, right? I don't need to know all the answers right now, but we're going to take this. We're going to go and flow with this. Now, the 2 of Earth kind of reminds us that there's a part in our life that we're kind of missing a little bit of balance, right? So basically what this could be is that if we're still going through that dark night of the soul, in order for us to avoid certain emotions or being in the stillness, we tend to put more work into our table. We may take more hours if you're working. We may take on more projects. We may take on 50 things at once. And then that's throwing off balance, because yes, we need to work and work hard and make your dreams come true. But at the same time, we need time to live. We need time to breathe. So as you can see, for next week, we're being asked to slow down a little bit, be in the present moment, and still take care of yourself. We're still dealing with a lot of emotions, a lot of changes happening a little too quickly. So this is the kind of energy for next week that we want to kind of stop and pause in between. Crystals for next week, you definitely want to use some selenite to keep you cleansed, to keep you shielded. You might want to mix that with a little black tourmaline, and you definitely want to bring in either clear quartz or amethyst to help you stay grounded. One thing I wanted to say before we go is a little bit of the energy about next week. We have we have a stubborn lunar T-square in the fixed signs of Scorpio, of Taurus, and Aquarius on Wednesday and Thursday. So what this means is that Wednesday and Thursday, everyone will think that they are in the right and no one will want to give in. Now also remember, when we mix that I'm right, you're wrong kind of energy with a Mercury retrograde in the corner that begins on the 29th or the 30th, what we're going to have is a crap load of miscommunication. So for Wednesday and Thursday, really choose your battles. You know, even though you know you're right, if you're dealing with what my grandmother used to call a dead end, you know, when we see a sign of a dead end, it kind of tells us turn around, you're not going to find an exit. So dealing with these type of people that are always right and are arrogant, and we're just trying to explain our side but they're not going to listen, it's kind of like going down a dead-end road but still thinking that you are going to be special and you're going to find a way out of there through the dead end. You know, turn around, choose your battles. It's not going to be worth it. So keep your eye out on Wednesday and Thursday. And let's take a look at our final card, main card for the week. I love it. We got the energy of the sloth. And the sloth is actually really good to keep us grounded, because the sloth he moves slow, but he's not in a hurry, but he always gets to where he needs to go. When we see the energy of the card itself, this is what we call a digital detox, right? So recalibrate your energy, reset, recharge. This is going to be a great weekend and a great week for you to even go on social media and see what pages you might follow that make you feel less, or that you look at their posts and you're just like, ugh, right? Get rid of that. You don't have to follow things that don't make you feel good. For example, me, I have my Instagram, I follow people that make me feel good. On my TikTok, I literally follow the hashtag PNW, which is the Pacific Northwest. So my whole entire TikTok is like a getaway, and it's all about the rainforest, the forest, and the mountains and land, and that's pretty much it. So make sure that you are detoxing anything in the social media that may be making you compare yourself to people, or why am I not like that, because we don't need that stress. We don't need to be like them, because we are us and we are badass and we are fine as hell just the way that we are. So I hope that everybody has an amazing week. If you are ready to schedule your reading with me, we are now scheduling for August. As you can see, we get scheduled really, really fast. That's because I've been doing this for over 25 years. Don't ask me my age, right? But we are scheduling for August now, and your readings are going to be done in a camera, and we're going to actually be facing the cards, not face to face unless you request for that. And there's about 106 different readings that you could choose from, or if you're ready to get your energy candles, whatever, all organic, you can head to www.lightwitchtarotshop.com. And remember that if you love crystals, go to Facebook and find our page, Lightwitch Tarot Crystal Emporium. It's a private page, and we have crystal sales live with Mr. Lightwitch Tarot, my husband, every 2 to 3 days a week. So I hope that everybody has an amazing, amazing week. We will. Lots of love and light to you all. Take care of yourselves and embrace your fierce, badass energy. Lots of love and light to you all again, and blessed be. Bye-bye.